Hello everyone, Cyber Dragon here. I'm bringing you guys two what ifs today. So, I am I don't really know what to say first. Firstly, I will be going to a Comic-Con of sorts around Kansas City. It's actually called CryptCon. I figured it will be in July 16th or 18th. I don't know if any of you guys will be there because it is a horror movie con, but I still have some anime stuff. Obviously, because it's a con, and most cons have that type of stuff still. But yeah, I will give you guys more information about that when the time comes closer and when I'm certain I'm going. But yeah. Second, this will cover the USJ attack. Not all of it, obviously. Well, I'll modify it, obviously, but yeah. And thirdly, tomorrow I will be doing Exodia Part 3. I know that one has been stewing in the background because it's only been having 2 parts. But I am still needing to figure out the ship. I've been getting so many different requests for different ships. The Dragon Hero Ryuku, Umuraka, Mei Hatsume, different people. Both on Discord and YouTube. So, I'm not really sure who I should do, or if I should not do a ship for this one, because, yeah. Because I don't really have a good idea how to so far. I could also do Nijure or anyone else like that too, but still. Either way, for now I will focus on this what if. It's this ship because it is Kendo, which is a new ship. I haven't tried, but so far I think it's going pretty well. So yeah. Anyways, let's get on with this. We cut to everyone outside in their hero costumes. Deku says that it's similar to Aizawa's, it's kind of white. So, yeah. And Deku actually put Ida in charge for people getting on the bus because he didn't really feel like it. So, yeah. So Ida's trying to get everyone on board, but Deku and Kendo wanting to sit next to each other. Well, actually, Kendo walks up to Deku and saying, "Hey, Midoriya, do you want to sit next to each other?" Like, sure, I guess. You're the least annoying person I met here so far, so... I don't know if I should take that as a compliment or as an insult. Probably take it as a compliment. I kind of meant it like that anyways. Like, oh, thanks. I guess. And, yeah, Ida is pride broken because he didn't look at the layout of the bus. And everyone starts to talk about their quirks. Everyone does, and then they get to Deku. Sue's saying, Midoriya, your quirk seems the most interesting one out of the entire group here. So, it seems like it can do pretty much almost anything. Ribbit. Hey, it almost can. See, my quirk it's part of my DNA. Permanently. While most quirks are DNA'd, mine is more like a living creature of sorts. I don't really hear it talk, but it's like it is connected to me in a sort of way. So, I feel it move, and, well, it gives me power. Apparently I was born with a sickness that when my quirk awakened. Healing all sickness, so it does many things, but one of the prevalent one I noticed is the regeneration. Which everyone is shocked. Like, his quirk awakened when he was on the verge of death when he was an infant. How would you take that if you knew you were going to die as an infant, but your quirk saved you at the moment of death? And, yeah. Kendo didn't know. I didn't know you were going to die when you were a kid. Or when you how old were you when you were going to die? So, I was just born when the doctors say I barely had a week to live. But my quirk saved me, so I should be grateful for it. And people are thinking he would have died if his quirk didn't save him. And Kendo put a hand on his shoulder, because he is looking off to the distance, contemplating about his own death. It was very close for him. I'm sorry that you had to go through that through your own young age. I probably explained some things, but still. As Deku placed his hand on her hand, so on his shoulder, thanks, Kendo. If you guys don't mind, I would like to take a nap now. Which he just lays his head next, down on the side of the window and falls asleep. But Kendo moves his head down to her lap to let him sleep. Some of the girls will definitely tease her about this, but she doesn't care at the moment. Once everyone arrives at the USJ, Kendo woke Deku up, and Deku looks to see what she does. Like, oh, sorry, did I? Like, no, I moved you down. I figured you'd be more comfortable like this. Thanks, I guess. And she has a bit of a blush to this too, because she doesn't know why she's doing this for Midoriya, out of anyone, but still. Oh, Aizawa, I guess. Damn it, I forgot I made Deku's last name Aizawa, so. So, anytime I said Midoriya, imagine I'm saying Aizawa, because it's kind of hard to remember that too, at times. And, yeah, they meet 13. Umaraka is excited. And shit like that. But Deku gets a bit of a spidey sense. And that is mostly his danger alert too. But something else is kind of awakening in him too. Now, for what I'm going to do, it's going to be weird. It has to do with the Nomus. So, I know Kurogiri's a high-end Nomu, thanks to people on YouTube spoiling shit. But that's really the only thing I know about Kurogiri. I don't want to know anything else about him. Please don't comment about that. All I know is he's a high-end Nomu. So, yeah. That's all I'm going to say. And this part might not make sense for that fact, but you will see what I'm going to do. So, the league comes out. Not everyone yet. The only thing, is the Nomu itself, but everyone else has appeared out. And Kirishima like, whoa, you guys even got fake villains down there? Deku and Aizawa said, those are real villains. Get back. And everyone starts freaking out a bit. Aizawa tells 13 and Deku to protect his students. They nod their heads, and Deku tells Ida to get out of here as fast as you can now. And he said, on it. So he does try to run out, but Kurogiri blocks the way, like in canon. But Deku uses, I'm not so sure if I still want to give him Shoto's actual powers, but he still has a better resistance to fire and ice. Not a perfect immunity, but still a more tolerance, I guess. So, let's say he just shot a web at Kurogiri's eyes, which does blind him for a moment, for Ida to get out. Which Kurogiri is mad and teleports everyone. So since ever Mineta isn't in 1A anymore, she will, Kendo will be taking the place of Mineta. So Deku lands in the water zone like in canon. And yeah. And Deku instinctively dodges the shark villain, punching him like uppercutting him, sending him flying out of the water. And Deku just starts a web to the boat, which he climbs on. Susan, I'm glad you're alright, says Zuko. Raven. So, yeah, I was afraid that you wouldn't make it. So, if it wasn't thanks for Kendo, not Kendo, but Sue, I probably wouldn't make it, but I wasn't sure about you. I'm fine. We probably should worry about these villains right now, though. Yeah, you're right. What should we do? Sue will most likely be able to jump all the way over there, but I don't think she can carry both of us. So, this might leave her with a predicament. Now let's think for a moment. As they are thinking, the water villains gets impatient. Aizawa is already fighting the other villains, but the Nomu hasn't shown up quite yet, I will say. So, the water villains are getting impatient, and then one of them... This is taking too long. I'm just gonna sink the boat now so we can get at them. Which, they do the same thing as in canon, slicing the boat in half to make it sink faster. And they think, crap. Okay, I think I got an idea, but it's risky. But if we don't do it, we might die either way. Do any of you guys have rejections to the plan I'm about to announce? Not until you tell us. Fair point. Okay, Kendo, I want you to jump as high as you can in the air so that you can use your hands to flick a massive air bullet at them. I think Kendo could do that, because or at least use her hands to make a large thunderclap to make a whirlpool or something like that. I'm not so sure, something like that. Because she could do that with her hands doing the mustard, so why can't she do it against in the water, sort of? Right. Okay, but what do I do after that? That's the simple part. Me and Sue will grab you after the whirlpool. So that will distract them and we can get out of here. Sounds like a plan? And they agreed. So they do it, and Kendo makes a wave. Or not a wave. Maybe a wave to send them away. Well, Deku and Sue got Kendo, and they get to land, like in canon. Well, almost in canon, so yeah. After that, when they see the shore, before they actually reach the shore all the way, let's get back a couple seconds. Kurogiri returns to Shigaraki saying, I failed you, Tomura. So one of them got away. Shigaraki starts scratching his neck profusely. Kurogiri, if you weren't our way out of here, I'll kill you right now. And Aizawa is making this difficult. Send the Nomu out now. Right away, Tomura. And yeah, the Nomu comes out. Nomu, take down Aizawa. And raise your head. And the Nomu does. Right at that moment, Deku and all the rest of them get to the shoreline. They are seeing what's going on now. Aizawa being bodied by the Nomu. Kendo and Sue is worried. Poor Mr. Aizawa. What should we do, Izuku? And as they are looking at Deku, Deku's eyes are widened. It's weird for him at the moment. He's breathing heavily. something awakening inside of him. What is going on? He's clenching his own head in pain. And they're wondering what is going on with Midoriya. And it has to do with the Nomu. As I said, I know Kurogiri's a high-end Nomu, but I would say since Deku never met a Nomu, he didn't awaken it quite yet. He had to meet this type of Nomu. Which, after a moment, after seeing Aizawa being beaten to near death, Deku yells out in immense pain. I'm not going to yell super loud because why would I? But yeah, just imagine louder. And that attracts the attention of some villains and Shigaraki. What is up with that kid? Let's end him for being so annoying. And right after that, he was already in his hero costume. Or this hero suit. Which Kendo and Sue were like, are you okay, Midoriya? No, I must cleanse. And the anti-venom suit fully emerges like this, giving him increased height, more muscle builtness, and more ruthless in a way. Yeah, I'm more or less taking this inspiration part from like the Ultimate Spider-Man series from Anti-Venom for the Nomu's sakes though. So Deku is the ultimate Nomu eradicator. You'll see how this will work. Whereas after he fully transforms, Sue and Kendo are a bit terrified seeing Deku like this. I must cleanse that creature of those foreign quirks and get rid of it. Shigaraki's intrigued right now. He's like, what is this kid exactly? And some villains charge at Deku, but he simply bodies them, slapping them away, punching them, or webbing them up, running towards the Nomu now. Shigaraki said, Nomu, get that brat. Whereas the Nomu charges at Deku, which it lands a punch and makes a massive dust cloud. Shigaraki said, all talk and no bite. Figured from these brats. But once the dust settled, it's shown that Deku is holding the Nomu back. He's shocked, and so is many other people right now. And Deku simply says, I must cleanse this filth. Which, afterwards, the Nomu is getting pushed back a bit more. The Nomu tries to punch with his other free arm, but Deku grabs it, putting a lot of pressure on the Nomu, making the Nomu get on his knees. Which finally, Deku starts to spread the anti-venom onto the Nomu. The Nomu is screeching in pain, because it also is combining a bit of Mina's acid with it. Eventually, the Nomu is covered to head to toe, and after a few moments, Deku retreats the anti-venom, and what is seen is, well, a normal-looking gang member. Not a high-tier villain of any sort, but a very, very low-tier one. He actually cleaned up the Nomu itself, getting rid of all of its quirks, its augmentations, everything. And then he looks at Shigaraki, and it's time to end this for you. He throws the Nomu, the villain was the Nomu, aside. And Shigaraki is terrified, seeing that he took on the Nomu and seemed to revert everything about it. And he's worried about Kurogiri. Kurogiri, we need to leave now. And Deku actually looks at Kurogiri and knows, cleanse. But he runs a Kurogiri, which both Kurogiri and Shigaraki teleports away before Deku could even get to it. Which he screeches out to the sky. And then the other villains are surrounding Deku. Deku, since ever he took on the Nomu and cleansed him, he actually got in a bit of a strength boosting too. Bit of shock absorption and better regeneration. He doesn't get the full on everything, but he does get a bit of a power boost. Like, I won't say 50%, because it seems still pretty overpowered for him, but I would say like a 5% bonus of strength and so it's shock absorption and regeneration. That's for the second tier Nomus. The first tier, second tier Nomus gives them 10% in bonus of a percent of power increase, while the first generation will only give him 5%. While high advanced Nomus, like the ones in Endeavor face, the Kurogiri and Gigantic Machia, will give him a 25% boost in power. And Deku takes on all the villains that are around currently, taking him out. Afterwards, he finally starts to calm down. He gets on his knees, breathing heavily, retreating the anti-venom around him. He's breathing heavily now. What was that feeling? And it is noticeable that he got a strength boost. His muscles are more defined now than they were a moment ago. No one can tell because of the clothing he's wearing, but still. Which after he looks at Aizawa, he's like, Dad! He's run to Aizawa. I don't think I have enough strength to heal you completely, but I can at least heal you enough so Recovery Girl can finish the job. But he put his hand on Aizawa, covering him with the anti-venom, healing him as best as he can, but he doesn't do it all the way. Some of his bones and wounds are still open, but nothing severe at least. So, good. Recovery Girl, you can get the rest. Which he passes out after that. At that moment, All Might arrived. And when he looks down, he sees nothing left. Deku and Aizawa down there. Several different villains taking out. And Kendo is actually running to Izuku right now. So is some other people. As Kendo grabbed onto Izuku, he said, Izuku, are you awake? Come on, wake up. Izuku. So, and he, when a weakened voice, quiet down, please. Kendo, try and sleep. Alright, get you rest. You did good. And she just lets him sleep on her lap, until all the heroes arrive. So holding on to him to make sure he's alright. The other pro heroes eventually do arrive, bringing Deku and Aizawa to Recovery Girl. Kendo followed with Deku after being questioned. When they asked the questions of what happened, everyone told the police that Deku took on the thing that was apparently made to kill All Might, and well, defeated it without barely trying, it seemed like. But Sue and Kendo said that it seemed like he was doing this off of basic instinct, or perhaps even just like possessed by something. When All Might actually hears that he took on the thing that was apparently made to kill him and barely tried, he's wanting to make Deku his successor right there now. So, after a short while of the meeting, Aizawa actually did get to attend because Deku and Recovery Girl helped Aizawa recover faster. So he was good enough to attend the meeting to see what the next move should be. Nezu go ahead and establish the dorm system early. Since Deku had already lived at the dorm system, it's not that big a deal. And using him as an example for the dorm system, even showing that he defeated multitude of villains before All Might could even get there, will put more of the parents' mind at ease for the 1A students. So they won't really have trouble with that. After that, All Might goes to Cover Girl's office. Kendo is sitting next to Deku's bed while Deku is sleeping. Eventually, Deku does wake up to see Kendo. Kendo, is that you? And Kendo, yeah, Zuko, it's me. What happened exactly? So, you were acting weird. You were breathing pretty heavily and honestly seemed like you almost were possessed by something. Oh yeah, I'm starting to remember now. I think it was my quick reacting to that thing. So, what did I exactly do to it? So, I don't know what, but it would appear to be used to be human until you healed it somehow. Or reverted back to what he was. So, I think they called it a Nomu, if I'm not wrong. Maybe I don't have good connections with, though. So, maybe. Are you sure you're alright? So, I'm pretty sure I'm fine, just tired. I've only ever been sleeping. A couple of hours. So, even after a couple of hours of sleep, I'm still not feeling like I'm fully rested. Kendo is looking a bit down. What's wrong with you? So, I was afraid that something bad might have happened to you, and I don't know why. And Deku is a bit shocked by this. He never really met anyone else who truly cared about him like Aizawa did. He never really had a mother, and some people did make fun of him for how he looked. Having pale white skin, red eyes, and white hair. Some even mentioned he could have been a villain. But with the help of UA helping him, he figured most of them didn't want him to become a villain. But he knew some of them truly do care about him, like Azara, Midnight, President Mike, and Nezu. So, and some of the other teachers, and faculty members, like Recover Girl and Cementos and Snipe, but not all of them. And some of the students were still freaked out about him, but still. But Kendo seemed to be generally the first person she met before they actually get to know the real Izuku. Do not judge him by how he looks. So, you're not freaked out by my power at all, huh? So, no? So, it's very strong, plus you did save us all. And I was taught not to judge people until I get to know them, and I think I know you pretty well now at this point. Thanks. After that, All Might comes in. Like, young Midoriya. Young Aizawa. Yeah, All Might. Came just to check on me? Yes, but I've also came here to ask you a question. Miss Kendo, would you mind giving us a bit of a moment? Alright, I'll wait outside for you then, Izuku. Okay. And yeah, after that, Kendo walks out. So, All Might, what do you want? I would like you to be my successor. What? So All Might debuffs, and Deku is surprised, what is going on exactly? And All Might starts explaining about his injury, how one fall is passed down to generation, and how he wants Deku to be his successor. So, as tempting as that sounds, I think I'm alright, All Might. I'm not really looking for fame. But you're the strongest one out there, and I need to find a successor. First, there's someone always stronger than someone else, All Might. For example, you. If you compare me and you. But, second thing is, I can probably heal that injury pretty good. And All Might, you can heal my injury? Yeah. My quirk is based off my own cells, and I never really told many people about what I actually know about my quirk. It is a living thing, but... And Deku still thinks it is a quirk, but he just doesn't know it's an actual symbiote, because, he doesn't talk. And if I said he knows it wasn't a quirk, then I'm retconning that, so sorry. So I can actually heal your quirk. I can heal your wound pretty well, so if you let me have some time to recover, I can start it. Alright, my way. But who should be my successor then? I might actually know someone. So, who then? Itsuka Kendo. Young Miss Kendo out there? Yeah, she has the most biggest heart I've seen in 1A. And honestly, she can keep a secret and willing to train. I can tell she wants to help people more than anything. And alright then. So, let me call Miss Kendo back in then. Okay then, but maybe buff up first. Right. So All Might does, and asks Miss Kendo to come back in. Kendo comes back in, and All Might actually shut the door. After that, All Might asks the same question for Kendo. And Kendo is astonished by this, but wait, what about Izuku? Couldn't he be a better successor? Yes, but it appears that he wants you to be it, instead of him. And Kendo is surprised, but why me, Izuku? Easy. You're the most kind one of us all. Plus, I'm not really in it for the fame. So, if you want to get stronger, this must be the best way to do it, right? And Kendo is touched by this, in a way, knowing that Izuku is sacrificing a great power like One for All for her, to give it to her instead. Right. Alright, All Might. I'll accept your proposal and become your successor. He is happy to hear that. And then he also mentioned that Izuku will also heal All Might's wound up so he can help train her better. And yeah, so that will happen. All Might does mention that she might need to train a bit more first, so... Well, actually, I think I will just give it to her right now. All Might plucks her hair off and said, "Eat this." And Kendo what? Do I really have to eat a piece of your hair? And Deku is snickering in the back, just smirking, come on, Kendo, you already accepted it. Instead of doing the creepy Aizawa, grin, they're fine. This is so gross. She does eat it. And All Might said, great then. I will help you whenever it's done digesting. And then afterwards, Deku goes up to All Might and says, alright, I think I have enough strength now. And so, let me see your wound real quick. All Might lifts up his shirt. Deku places a hand on it and spreads the symbiote. Anti-venom through him. And regrowing his internal organs that were missing, damaged, or whatever. And yeah, even healing the scar. Afterwards, All Might doesn't even have to hold, is not even trying to hold his buff form. He's trying to debuff it now. And he is happy that he met Izuku and Kendo now. Thank you, young Aizawa. No problem, All Might. He is, feeling a bit woozy now. Leaning on the wall, holding his own head. Kendo goes to help him. I think I might have overdone it today. I'm gonna go back to my place. Oh, right, young... So, Aizawa. Thank you again. And Miss Kendo, whenever one for all this digest, please contact me. Candy All Might. I know this is weird, but can you help me to my place? And Kendo, your place? Like, yeah, I don't think I should be walking on my own. Plus, you're the only one I really trust a lot out of our class right now. Alright, Izuku. And Kendo walks him to the dorms. No one has lived there yet, only him and Aizawa. So, you live at UA? Yeah, since I was a child. They figured I would be a good test subject for the dorm system, and I guess they're going to implement it this year for everyone. So you might well stay here tonight. So, okay, so, are you sure? Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing you around here. And she blushes like, thank you, I guess. And, yeah. And no, they're not staying in the same rooms. Not yet, at least. But their relationship is growing. Deku is learning to be more friendly towards people because he never really had kids his own age, per se. He only really he only met the higher up kids, like first, second, and third years, which are leagues about his own age, so he only met them. And Aizawa wasn't really keen at making play dates. So yeah. But Kendo does stay there to help Izuku out and until he can recover his own strength. And that, I think, is where I'm going to end it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please send me the ship for Exodia, because I will be posting it tomorrow. But if you guys don't really, because I know a lot of you said Ryuku, the dragon hero, basically. Umaraka, Melissa, Mina, May, all of them. So, but, yeah, so I will let you guys try to come to an agreement. But I hope you guys enjoy it. Please enjoy your day, and link and Discord in the description below. See you all later.